What's up, YouTube? This is Dr. Davis, and I'm back with another NBA 2K23 video. So today I am starting my 2010s best players of the 2010s. Now I've got to watch basketball since then. I've been watching basketball for a long time, but I want to say the 2010s players were different. And so I'm going to start off with one of the best players that people will soon forget, and it's number one for the Chicago Bulls, straight from Memphis, Derrick Rose. Alright, man, so let's go ahead and get into the Derrick Rose. So you know we're gonna go point guard, jersey numero uno. Alright, so body height 6'2", 199 with the 6'10 wingspan. Now I went 6'10 wingspan for specific reasons, but I want to get into it. You know, body type gotta be defined because Derrick Rose was a pause, but he was pretty swole. You know what I'm saying? Nice size, pause, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go ahead and get to the finishing. So you see, you got 24 finishing badges. So if you ever watched Derrick Rose play, you know he was one of the most electrifying, most athletic, most fastest point guards we've ever seen in the history of the game. So I had to be respectful to his ability, to the way he could finish around the rim, the way he could dribble the ball, move with the ball. So I wanted to make sure that was shown in this Derrick Rose build. So of course, when we look at the driving layup, the first thing I had to do was give him a 94 so he could get Hall of Fame acrobat. Anyone who's ever watched Derrick Rose, when he goes to the basket, we already know he's gonna do something spectacular, some 360 spin, some up and under, and you're just like, how did he make that? And so Derrick Rose, for sure, probably one of the most shiftiest players in the air and on land. You can call him a dual player. You know what I'm saying? He can do it all. And so I wanted to make sure to represent that in his layup and his driving dunk. Of course, we know probably the most athletic point guard ever. Had to make sure he had gold limitless as well as gold posterizer. So that's it for the finishing for Derrick Rose. As you can see, like we said, we get Giant Slayer. That he would shoot floaters all the time, so wanted to make sure we gave him Giant Slayer. Of course, fearless finisher. You also get acrobat on Hall of Fame, as well as posterizer, slithery, and limitless takeoff. Now Derrick Rose was a very strong point guard, and so I wanted to give him bully, but as you know, in this game you cannot have everything, so you just gotta pick and choose what you're gonna do in this game. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to shooting. And so prime Derrick Rose, he was an okay three-point shooter, and I'm talking Derrick Rose before the ACL tear. Derrick Rose after the ACL tear became a pretty reliable three-point shooter, but before that he was shooting the mid-range jumper well, and then the three-pointers were decent. But in this game, if you know your shot, I mean, you can make shots with the 70. That's not going to be your go-to, but you can make shots with a 70. But Derrick Rose was a pull-up shooter in the mid-range, and so I wanted to make sure he could have Space Creator and Midi Magician Hall of Fame. As far as shooting goes, I mean, that's pretty much all you need. I mean, you get 16 badges. Luckily, the badges that you really need for Derrick Rose are in Tier 1 and Tier 2. And so you're really good. You don't really need to add any more badges to the Derrick Rose. You could go catch and shoot if you wanted to. You could go corner specialist if you wanted to. So there are things that you can do to maneuver around his low shooting ability. But as far as making the Derrick Rose replica, this is where I put his shooting stats. Then we're going to move on to playmaking. Now, of course, we had to go a high ball handle, 89. I wanted to go higher just because he's 6'2". But in order to do that, I would have to lower, well, actually, since speed with ball really doesn't matter this year, what I'm going to do is lower that to 77. So his speed with ball is going to be 77. And we know Derrick Rose speed with ball is like a 99. But you can't do that in this game, so I'm trying to find ways that you can maneuver. With the 90 ball handle, you get Hall of Fame quick first step, which is perfect for Derrick Rose. He was a decent passer, so I gave him 75 pass accuracy. If you're not going to be a great passer, There's no need to go above 75, but if you just want to be a decent passer, I would go 75. And then speed with ball actually doesn't matter for some weird reason this year, unless you're playing like rec or pro-am and you actually have to run with the ball far. Then that's one thing. So if that's your build, I would try to maneuver around the ball handle, try to get that speed with ball back up, try to change some things. But as far as having a complete Derrick Rose build, it's kind of impossible, because of course he was the fastest player with the ball. He could finish at the rim, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. So you kind of have to sacrifice. But on here, like I said, you're gonna get Hall of Fame quick first step. You're gonna need Unpluckable, so make sure you have Unpluckable, as well as Clamp Breaker, handles for days, and then Mismatch Expert if that's what you want to go with. And then I think that could encompass what Derrick Rose was. Then we go to defense. I mean, it is what it is. 80 perimeter defense, 81 steal. At least you have glove. Glove is very important this year. You can get steals using lots of steals using glove. You can also go Intimidator, and you get clamps on Brian. So like I said, depending on how you want to play, you can kind of tweak and go against what you want. Derrick Rose wasn't a great defender. He was solid, but he wasn't just, amazing. So I think this is more than enough for Derrick Rose. Of course, like I said, I couldn't move anything else. I guess I can put up his defensive rebound, move that up a little bit, and then go down, put that on free throw. But this is where Derrick Rose shines. All right, so we look at speed, 94. So like I said, you can play with that if you want to, but Derrick Rose is one of the fastest players in the NBA, one of the fastest players we've seen with and without the ball. And everyone knows acceleration is probably the most important stat when you want to get that speed boost off of your dribble move. So you want to make sure your acceleration is as high as it can go, which is a 90. Like I said, Derrick Rose was a strong guard, but on this game you can't do it. Vertical 82. So vertical 82 is very important, so you can get elite contact dunks, elite oop contact dunks, the small packages, everything you need for contact dunks, you'll be able to do with this 6'2" build. And then I never put my stamina above 87. I don't like to put that high because you get the +3 from the gym rat, and then you buy some Gatorade and you should be straight. And so this is what I get for the Derrick Rose build. So of course I want to go advanced gathers and finishing moves. Like I said, one of the best players we've ever seen around the rim, especially one of the best small guards that we've ever seen around the rim. It's amazing to watch him work. Like, it really, really is. And so that gives us shades of Isaiah Thomas, De'Aaron Fox, and Darius Garland, which is not a bad trio when you think about the small guards. Isaiah Thomas, probably one of the best small guards in the history of basketball, but different story, different day. For those of you who don't know who Isaiah Thomas is, go watch some highlights. And like I said, you have built the inside the arc shot creator, so not a bad build. I think if you're a fan of Derrick Rose, this is the best that you can get him to be viable in the game. Now at 6'2", I mean, I don't know how you're gonna be playing against defense against these 6'9" demons that's out here, but hey, if you run a rec and you just want to have fun with the Derrick Rose build, I think this is the build for you. And so y'all, thank y'all for watching. If you like the video, please put out a like, go and comment who is your favorite player out of the 2010 era. Don't forget to subscribe on Twitch, Dr. Davis Gaming. I do stream over there. Also, make sure that y'all understand that this build is just for fun. This is not a competitive build. I've gotten comments talking about these builds are not competitive. They're not. They're just to replicate the players that they are. But anyways, y'all have a blessed one. Thanks for watching. Peace.